So me and Jack are back again. It was Dave's birthday Friday. It's Sunday now.
Well, it's Dave's birthday today.
Well, it is today. But we went out for Dave's birthday on the Friday. We was a bit hungover Saturday, so me and Jack ain't come in. But Dave is still out for his birthday. He hasn't come in. He's still out there, but it is his actual birthday today, so we'll let him off. I mean, because he does turn up a lot, doesn't he, and does loads of stuff, and he's never late, so we'll let him off. But anyway, we're still sanding, and it's hopefully we're going to be more or less there, ready for the body shop guys. Like I say, me and Jack just said we apologise for boring you with a lot of sanding, but all this preparation for bodywork takes time, and we literally dying to get onto the engine and all the other bits, but we ain't going to jump onto that whilst we've got our heads still stuck on this, you know what I mean? Well, we ain't that, we're only blokes, we can only do one thing at once, can't we? So let's concentrate on this, get this all sorted, ready, so when they say, yeah, bring it over for paint, we can do so. So hopefully today me and Jack are gonna, we've more or less broke the back of it now, haven't we? So yeah, we'll get into more of us sanding, grinding, painting, sitting around waiting for stuff, watching paint dry basically. But no, we'll make it a bit more entertaining than that.
We'll try.
We'll try and have a laugh without Dave. Obviously we're going to do everything right today, because he isn't here to tell us we're doing it wrong. Until he comes back and he's, I don't know. What can he say nowadays?
Don't know. Anyway.
Let's get this car looking like a car again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Didn't think I'd ever be vacuuming the roof of a Cosworth.
You might have to not put this in, because the missus might see it and say, you don't do that at home. So that's what I know mine will say. You've painted it the wrong colour.
Oh, is that not original?
So, you probably can't hear me. Stone chipping. Do you want to tell them, Jack?
Basically just stone chipping the wheel well.
It's just added protection, because wheel valves they're called a valve for a reason, aren't they? You know, water. So,
And this one had previously
I think it just had a bit of water, a bit of dampness between the wheel, and you kind of just got a bit crusty, rusty around that area. So we're just going to stone chip this up, it then be painted. It's just, it wanted that doing from the start, from factory really. Whew.
Who designed these?
Apparently there's a special tool, but even if the special tool must push the pin through, I don't know. It obviously does work. It's the last one. You know what I mean? It's always is, isn't it? Take 2, take 10.
Doors back on again.
Yeah. But we can't shut the front. Oh, it fell over then. Can't shut the front door because the ramp's in the way. So is this the, once we get it down, this where the front door, front door hits the back door. Oh, okay.
Right, why have we put the front doors on again? All the doors on. Is it going off to paint now?
We'll go put the boot on. So then they can take the boot off. But no, we want all the panels on.
So it looks like we've achieved loads.
Yeah, we've got doors on. We wanted to double check the door because we had to set the hinges off, like the whole hinge off, didn't we, Jack? Yeah. Because these pins on the rear doors were an absolute nightmare. But we managed to get. I mean, the last one, the top of it kind of mushroomed a little bit, and then we had to tap it back, grind the mushroomy bit down. Well, not with a grinder because you can get in there with a little file, and then it tapped through. But
nightmare.
Jack nearly,
our life, we'll never get back.
Yeah, nearly folded the door over my head. in vain, wasn't it? But everything seems to shut and line up okay. I mean, the rubbers aren't in, so it might be slightly different, but we didn't want to go and then bolt that hinge back on, did we? When it's all been freshly painted, and the hinges, what are on the car, have seam seal around them and get painted on the car. And we didn't want to risk it having to kind of move all that again, and you know, it disturbs all the paintwork, doesn't it, at the end of the day. So get this boot, we want to get the hinges back on for the boot because they get painted with the car on. So the hinges for the boot we're going to whack back on because you can see there there's like bare metal.
Oh, pushing the car away.
It knows it's going, doesn't it?
It's trying to get out the door.
It's trying to get out of the unit. We're going to bolt them back on, but Dave, because I don't know if you noticed in the episode, we put stuff in pots, Dave put stuff in his pockets. So Dave randomly come around my house one day and went, I've got these in my pocket, what are these for? And I think the 2 of these, what you can bolted out of this. So I think they're still at home in my little safe drawer. Where I keep, you know, the odd bolts at home. You know, you have like a crap drawer. You have a crap drawer, don't you?
Yeah, mine's full of Allen keys.
Allen's keys? What are you doing with Allen's keys? No, mine's full of crap. Then we'll get probably the bumpers slotted back into position.
Yep.
So they're kind of on, so they can be just pulled straight off. Basically, we want to get whatever, when it goes to the painters, whatever can be just kind of placed on, clipped on, and just, I don't know, cable tied there or something. So when it gets to the painters, then they can just pull the bumpers off, pull all the doors. The pins are in, but not fully in. Just in slightly.
Yeah,
in, not in. Yeah, so they can then do as they please then, can't they? Yeah.
And you stone chip this up as well. It's looking.
It isn't finished.
It's looking much better though.
Yeah, I'm going to put a thicker layer on, and it just gets rid of any, you know.
There's a bit of pitting, isn't there, from just where the...
yeah, it gets rid of the pitting areas, just tidies it up. And like I say, we could have named that all out and had it painted, but I wanted to do it like that because if anything, water did leak in the boot again, it's got more of a chance, hasn't it?
Yeah. Or
say that it sweats between the spare wheel and the metal work, do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bit better having it properly sealed in that area. Like I say, 'cause it's a well. Wells have water in. So you don't get them on Newcastle, do you? Get a bit of... you don't get anything now. They used to give you foam, didn't they, to pump your tyres up. They just give you, I think they just give you an AA card now, don't they? Mm. People can't change wheels though, can they? Do you know anyone who can change a wheel now? It's too dangerous. You can't change your wheel because it's too dangerous. You change your wheel nowadays, you will get killed. Literally, you'll get killed. You will though, Jack. Am I lying?
What, if you're on the motorway?
Anywhere.
In your house?
People don't, if people stand in the road, they get run over because people think cars are on the road, people on footpaths. People know that. So they don't register a person in the road because they just presume there's only going to be a car in the road, not a person. Or I'm babbling on about running people over now. I ain't a bodywork guy.
Yeah.
I ain't
a mechanic.
I ain't one of them either. So I'd leave the bodywork to finish in touch what people see, you know. Hopefully they can cover up all the sins.
I suppose it doesn't matter if
There's no sins on this car, is there?
No.
Apart from the chassis legs being chopped off and wound back on by
better
3
than it
idiots. Roof been welded on from another car, you know. Nothing major.
No.
You know, because it's just a respray. It was a respray, weren't it? Respray job. Talk around this door, they'll sort all that out, ain't they? I don't know what they're going to do with that. What would they do? Fill it, bend it back out, pull it back out.
What, the lock?
Where they've had the screw in. What's he going to do? Something with it, aren't they? Let's stop talking now. In the book, later.
That was the last piece of cheese wire.
People can like save it, but it's the shortest piece of cheese wire ever.
Look at the scratches you're putting in the door with that. Not rub them out.
It's always getting painted, isn't it? From what we can see anyway, these covers you have to get off. There's two screws holding the fogs in, but the screw what kind of holds the cover in, and there's two little clips there, it must just do into the bumper, and as you can see it's just spinning. So what we've done, if you get a little tool behind, this is where I snap it all now. Because the screw isn't screwed into anything, it kind of pulls it out.
There's nothing simple, is there?
I know. If you plastic weld, it'll put. Can't really put a bigger screw in either because of the head. And these have been packed. They're silver originally, so this bumper does look like it was originally this colour. So genuine foggies, but we have got a smash one. I think I might have a spare. If not, I'm gonna have to get another fog light.
Yeah, nothing simple. Not even a pair of fog lights.
No, we broke a
Bolt.
little bolt coming out, but we did notice we need to buy a new one. Dead cheap, tenner.
$9.99.
But they ain't like that now though, are they? Previous episode we mentioned about the bumper sagging in the middle. Some of you lovely subscribers, I hope, and people who comment. From what we can see, what they said, you can adjust the bumper in the centre by these points here. We have noticed this has got a metal bracket cover, this side hasn't. I don't think we've lost it, have we? I think it was anyway.
It's not a new bumper, is it? So
No,
it's original. So
it's an original bumper, but not to this car.
yeah, not for this car.
And the other thing which is bodged up on this side is that. But I have noticed on eBay they do a complete, this section here, you drill the rivets out, that comes off, it's in aluminium, it's like a repair section, so I'm going to order that, get that on, so that'll sort all that horrible.
That side's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, that must be the original. It must, I don't know, that bolt in it. Someone's done that, they've done that, them rivets have all been done. They must perish and snap when you undo it.
Maybe. That looks
That's original, yeah. But what they've done is fiberglass it because it's all broke, hasn't it?
Well, yeah, obviously all this is.
But that's what I'm saying. That, anyway, so we're going to give this a go. So technically, I don't think you have to take that off, but you can actually, don't have to take your bumper off to do this because there's an access hole here. I don't know if you can see it there where my finger is. And you can get your. It's like a star fitting. So what I'm thinking is, if they come down, the bumper goes up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I'm going to loosen them off, but we ain't got the grill to go to. But I just thought I'd tell you about it. If you didn't know, like we didn't, you can adjust them, but you're going to have to lube them up, I think. Oh, I'm going to plonk this bumper on.
Mm-hmm.
taking a few pictures to, you know, scare the painters off. I'll send them the painters and there we are. I ain't doing that, mate. Too much of a big job.
Hopefully we can find an enthusiastic body shop.
Yeah. That's the thing with body shops. I ain't knocking yous. It's hard work, and for the money they charge, I mean, we've just been doing little bits here and there, priming stuff up, sanding. It takes ages. So when body shops give you a price, it's for a reason. And just so you see this nice paintwork finish, it's all the stuff what takes to get to that point, do you know what I mean? Which takes hours and hours, and you know, all the products you have to use, primer, sealing stuff, you know, and wipes, and there's all different stuff, and then it's like paint booths, you know, it all costs money at the end of the day, doesn't it? So yeah, if we can get a paint job for 500 quid, we'd be laughing.
Really, we just want someone who's...
Yeah, but we want someone who is also, it's not just like, you know, like a damage repair, like not like an insurance place where they just literally, it's a bump on a wing, they paint it, they put a new wing on, paint it, they're not arse. We want someone who's interested in cars. Because we some people, they work at these places, they don't even like cars. I've never understood it, if you understand what I mean. If you work as a mechanic or you're a body shop person and you don't like cars, why? I know it is just a job, it is a...
We have said it, it's different when you work on your own car to someone else's car, isn't it? But don't take photos of me.
Like Jack says, we want someone who is going to see it like how we see cars, as we want them mint. We understand they can't be mint sometimes because of certain things, but you don't want like stupid little things like run across there, or that don't, the front bumper don't match the bonnet, and you know, stuff like that sticks out, and you then pull them up on it and then they start huffing and puffing. You're like, well,
yeah, we just want someone with a bit of an eye for detail.
But if someone said to us, lads, too much of it, they'd rather paint wing, because they'll probably make more money at that. If you're doing damage repair stuff from insurance, they can make a killing on it. So the guys who full respray, it's hard. I mean, to paint that front bumper, the time you take to sand all that bumper down and all the little nooks and crannies and everything, it would take ages, and that's what costs the money. So like
can they dip things like that
to get the paint off? I don't know.
Could you put it in like a solution that gets it off?
But then it's plastic, isn't it? And there's glues in the plastic, and
yeah,
but it's foam on the back.
I'm saying it, I don't know.
If it takes the paint off, it may take the rest of the bumper with it. Might come out with some little black brackets. We won't on this because half of them are missing. If someone said to us 20 grand to paint it, we'd be like, that's a bit too much. You know what I mean? It's,
just a bit.
That's. I mean, what would, I don't know. I know the 20 grand. Well, where would there be 20 grand worth of work? People might say, oh, there could be, but around £5,000 for a decent, all full prep, outside and engine bay, I'd be happy at that. We can get it around that mark.
I'm hoping that we've already found a painter before this goes out.
Yes.
So people don't start at £5 grand now if they hear this.
But if someone said, oh, I'll do that for 1,200 quid, yeah, but they might do it and it could be really good. But when you start then questioning bits and they're like, oh, there's no money
this is
in
the
this.
whole thing, isn't it, about finding someone who comes recommended, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because what's a good price really? How do you quantify
it
a paint job?
It all depends on what work. I mean, there's all seam sealer to do. We could do that, but I don't want to do it and then they then go, well, it's because you did the seam sealer and used the wrong product or something like that, the wrong seam sealer. Like, the only stuff we've kind of done is on the underneath, what you don't see. But no, the stuff, stone chips, seam sealer on the inside, the stuff what we know we can do, and if it went wrong, it's only a case of going over that again or taking it out. It's easy enough to repair, but when it's paintwork, and it ain't just, we can't do that in here, can we? You need an oven, you need all the specialist equipment, there's all different stages you have to do. Like filler, it's going to need bits of little filler here and there on the little dinks and stuff it's got. There's probably certain fillers what they prefer to use because of the paint they're using. There's loads of different reasons.
Well, we're sending off for a few quotes this week, aren't we, anyway? So hopefully by next weekend we'll have some idea. Hopefully by next weekend it's booked in somewhere. But if we get a few different prices, we know where sort of ballpark figure for it, and hopefully some of these people come.
These bonnet lights move every time I look at it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've had another good day. It's been, I mean, for you guys, it probably don't seem like we've done that much, but
I think people appreciate how time-consuming bodywork is.
Like, you know, when we get the engine done, you get that in the day, in the morning.
Yeah.
That'd be in, sitting there, and people think, well, yeah, you done like, but all you've done is just sat it on like 3 engine mounts. That's it. Stuff like that, you can get in quick, and it changes the car differently. But
slowly but surely, it's coming together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not getting any. I wouldn't say it's getting any worse, is it? Even though it keeps coming back apart. But like I said, now the doors, they're not on, but they're on, ready to go to paint. They haven't got to come back off again. We've got everything. Well, I've got to get this door handle off, but actually I can do that from this side. Open the door handle and do that. I think that's the only door handle left on, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just silly things, you know, like the silicone around the windows. You can't paint over silicone, so I'd have to then. I mean, I'll flat that off and then just prime it up, but they'll probably do that. But it's just little things like that I know we can do. I suppose it just adds more to the cost. I could have just left it and they'll sort it. But no, I'm happy now. I think we're fully all welded up now anyway. And Dave's probably there having a laugh. We're stuck in here. He's probably asleep, isn't he? He'll be sitting down, I know he will.
Anyway.
I'm sitting down all the time.
Sunday. It's 5 o'clock.
Sunday fun day? No, I can't do that, Jack, can we?
It's time to go.
It's time to go home, mate. Have some Sunday dinner and that.
Before our missus beat us up.
Pardon?
Before our missus beat us up.
I know. What are you going for dinner?
Pot noodle.
Pot noodle sandwich.
Anyway.
Sunday is chicken. I think it's chicken, mate. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, you know.
Follow us on Instagram.
And Facebook.
Just
We've got a Facebook page now.
Yeah. On Facebook.
We're on Facebook, so you know, if you don't do the Instagram, get us on the Facebook. Message us if you need to talk to us.
And if you don't do either, send Stokes a little email.
Not me, because I can read. I can't spell, so I can't email you back.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to carry on taking pictures for these people.
Alright, see you later. YouTube people.
Yeah, try.
Try.